Since Russia invaded Ukraine early last year, more than 25,000 civilians have been killed or injured. That's according to the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights at the United Nations.
The World Health Organization says right now medical care in Ukraine is also difficult to access. Local 5's Larissa Millis shares the story of two Des Moines doctors who are working to bring life-saving medical supplies to Ukraine.
Iowa and Ukraine are an ocean apart, but that's not stopping Dr. Chad Becker from building a bridge.
Ukraine reminds me a lot of Iowa, actually. It's very similar. They are a huge farming country. They export tons of grain.
Becker and his father have made 2 trips to Ukraine since Russia invaded the country in February 2022. The father and son duo have brought needed medical supplies to Ukraine. That included depreciated ultrasound machines donated by Des Moines University. Becker says the trips are humbling experiences.
We actually dropped the supplies off on the front lines, and we could actually see over the river where the Russian front was. And then from there, we did a couple more drops on the front lines into the different soldiers.
Becker's work is aided by others like Dr. Thomas Benzoni, who helps collect and sort donated medical supplies. Benzoni says here in the U.S., the medical materials hospitals and healthcare institutions buy are marked with an out date.
By law, they can't use it past that out date. So what they're doing is collecting unsorted supplies that are outdated and giving them to myself or to Dr. Becker, and we're sorting through, and he's deciding what can be best used in Ukraine.
Benzoni says the supplies are still usable past their out date and can be put to good use in Ukraine.
There is a tremendously important part, the humanitarian part, the part of taking care of those in need. That's a basic concept to all physicians and to anybody in the healthcare community.
For Becker, the work is a reminder that everyone deserves help in times of strife.
It's just important because it's a very small world. It seems big, but it's really not. And so people are people wherever you go, and it's nice to help people just in different areas when we can, because we're very fortunate here to have what we have and the infrastructure that we have.
An infrastructure now supporting a bridge between 2 worlds with care. Larissa Millis, Local 5 News.
Benzoni and his wife, fellow physician Noreen O'Shea, also hosted 2 Ukrainian physicians during a visit to Iowa in 2020. Those doctors toured various health centers, learning about healthcare delivery in America. They even met then presidential candidate Joe Biden. Benzoni says they've stayed in contact with those doctors to keep up with ongoing medical needs.